Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another new movie review. Today we're going to be talking about Elementary, The Blacksmith, and the Devil. Really quick though, before I get into anything else, I want to say thank you to my creepy patron peeps for your support on my channel. Thank you guys so much. Speaking of creepy patron peeps, Ben, one of my creepy patron peeps, requested that I review this movie, so thank you so much for your request, Ben. Also really quick, apologies for how I sound. I don't know if I actually sound bad, like out loud. I guess I'll figure it out while I'm editing, but I sound to me like I'm stuffed up, so it's all that's left of that cold from last week, so apologies on that. Let's get into this. Also apologies for the amount of butchering I'm about to do to this director's name. I've been trying very hard to look up videos like in interviews somewhere to hear somebody pronounce names that I don't think I can easily pronounce. And I could really only find one video and it was completely in a different language. So I'm so sorry. So directed by Paul Urquijo Alijo, Elementary, The Blacksmith, and the Devil is a retelling of an ancient fable about a blacksmith who finds himself battling the devil. In this story, the blacksmith has captured a demon and lives the life of a hermit away from the prying eyes of the townsfolk. One day, a little girl accidentally releases the demon, leaving the blacksmith to recapture it, which is way easier said than done. The language spoken in this movie is called Basque, which is a language spoken in a region of the world of the same name, Basque. Basque is located in the Western Pyrenees, straddling the border between France and Spain on the coast of the Bay of Biscay, which I had to pause the movie about 15 minutes in because I was trying to figure out what language they were speaking. It almost sounds like Spanish if you're not really paying attention. So first and foremost, I loved that this was like a folklore-based plot, The Devil and the Blacksmith. The only thing that was kind of disappointing though is that there seems to be very little information, or at least what I could find, about the actual legend or the lore on what this movie is based on, which is kind of disappointing because that's something that's really interesting to me. So I wish I was able to find more info on that. If anybody does, please let me know in the comment section down below. I love hearing stuff like that. But the movie did, even if you didn't know already it was based on a legend or folklore, you could kind of tell the movie just has that feel to it. And I don't even really know how to describe it. It just feels like it is, it feels like a fable almost. I thought the acting was well done in the movie. Everyone kind of did a really good job of balancing this kind of dark and humorous thing that the movie had going on. I especially liked the little girl Ushue, I'm gonna butcher all the names, who is played by Uma Bracaglia. I'm gonna butcher all the names. Again, I'm so sorry. So like I was talking about the humor, I did like the humor sprinkled throughout the movie, especially when it came to the demons. That's where it got its most humorous. A lot of the humor came from how easy it was to subdue the demons. The blacksmith has a lot of little tricks and things up his sleeve that he knows from experience, how to distract and subdue demons. One of them is spilling a bunch of chickpeas on the ground because they can't help but trying to count them. Just little things that kind of subdue these creatures that are supposed to be terrifying and evil, but then it's it's as easy as pouring a bunch of chickpeas onto the floor randomly. But I also really love the portrayal of the gates of hell. So at one point at the end of the movie, sorry, I'm going to talk about it. It does say in the title that this is a spoiler review. The blacksmith has to go to hell to save the little girl, and they just show the gates of hell. So they show people, being shuffled in, and it's all very just like dark, and then there's just like this, obviously these huge like fiery gates that kind of just remind me of like Mordor, like from Lord of the Rings. It's showing like all these people just kind of being like shuffled in, and there's like demons kind of prodding them and poking them, and it's just, it seems like just such like a like old ancient biblical depiction of hell almost. It was really cool. I liked it. It was simple, and it didn't like, I don't know, it didn't overdo anything, and it was effective and creepy and scary, and I liked it. So in terms of dislikes, the only thing I really wasn't a fan of, I feel like parts of the plot and the story were really stretched out at some parts. Like pretty much anything that didn't have to do with the little girl and the blacksmith, I felt like just went on for a bit too long. Even some parts like at the, when, you know, when the blacksmith goes to hell to save the little girl, parts of that stretch on for way too long, in my opinion, just for me. I felt like this would have been really effective as a short story, like a short film. By the end of the movie, it's like really not that much happens over the course of the movie, and some of it, you could just, oh my God. I just feel like some of it could have been cut out. I'm so sorry. Either way, this movie is on Netflix, so it's really easy to go check out and watch if you want to. I would definitely say check it out if you don't have anything else that you really want to watch this week. It's really easy to go check out. It's just on Netflix. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. On IMDb, it has a 6.4 out of 10. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 71% critic score and a 79% audience score. And on Letterboxd, it has a 3.2 out of 5. If you've already seen Elementary, The Blacksmith and the Devil, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. As always, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here and become a Creepy Peep today. I post videos Monday through Friday, and you can ring that notification bell to be notified every time I post a video, even though it doesn't always work. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange. Bye!